Hey people, I'm in the Church of St Mary Magdalene in Norwich, so thought I'd show you all this. Very interesting church this. Anglican Church of England, named after St Mary Magdalene. Here we have the baptism font. Not sure who these figures are on here, but this is the figures we have on here. Very unique, these baptism fonts. Of course, the Church of England believes in infant baptism, much like the Orthodox. People like Augustine of Hippo, St Basil the Great, and Pope Gregory the Great believed in infant baptism. It's a beautiful baptism font here. Show you the bottom of it. Amazing, this baptism font. I'm not sure who this figure is here. I did get given this leaflet here. So there's a leaflet here I was given, so I can read this leaflet a bit later when I get home. That'll tell me a little bit more about this church. But the only thing that I would not agree with about this church is they have a woman priest. And I'm complementarian. I don't believe in egalitarianism. So, unfortunately, the naughty Anglicans decided to ordain women vicars. So, wouldn't agree with that. In Orthodoxy, we will never have women priests and women bishops. This is something that the naughty Anglicans have done. But yeah, look at these stained glass windows here. This wonderful, very nice looking window there. Figure there on the window. Look at what we have there. It says faith. Faith, hope. I'm sure somewhere in the Bible it talks about faith, hope and love, doesn't it? But I can't remember. You see on this window we have the dove that this represents the Holy Spirit. Up there we have a crown. A crown being placed on that. You see there Mary, the mother of God, of Jesus as a child. Mary holding Jesus as a child. Statue of Mary. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray to us. What a lovely church it is. So, yeah. I think there's a stained glass window that I haven't showed you. So, yeah. This is the pulpit where they would preach. I think this is kind of like a Protestant invention of the pulpit, because in Orthodoxy we don't tend to have these kind of pulpits like they do in the Anglican Church. This is the altar. This is where they would offer the Eucharist. I know I'm not really supposed to go up here, but I just want to show you the rood screen up here. I'm just going to show you this a little bit. Now look up here on this window here. I believe that is King Edward the Confessor. I'm not sure if I've got that right. It says on here, if you look closely, Christos Salvator Mundi. I don't know what that means in another language. I think here we have a rood screen. Look at this, rood screen here. This is one of the rood screens that survived. It wasn't defaced and scratched. I can't remember the guy, but there was a guy he went around vandalising rood screens. Was it Oliver Cromwell or someone like that? But there was someone he destroyed many of the rood screens in Norfolk's medieval churches. But one of these rood screens has actually survived and really looks great. They didn't manage to get their hands on this rood screen and destroy it, so you can still see it. It's been perfectly preserved, this rood screen. We got these figures here. Unfortunately, I can't tell you who these figures are, but unless I read the leaflet, I may be able to do some research into this later and explain to you who these figures are that I'm looking at on here. Just trying to see if I can get a better angle because the lights on that shine up. There you go. I wonder if that could be St. Wolston. I think that is St. Hilda, this one here. St. Hilda. Is that St. Hilda of Whitby? I don't know who this figure is here. St. Barbara? I think that's St. Barbara. That's St. Barbara. Don't know who that is. Can't read that one. I can't read the text. That is Saint. I don't know who that saint is. A bishop. Yeah. So we got a window here. The birth of Jesus Christ we have here. Beautiful stained glass. So yeah, great. All the books they have here. Book of Common Worship. What else we got? New Revised Standard Version. Plenty of books here. Oh, look what we have here. Hymns and Psalms. The New English Hymnal. Hymns for Today's Church. Rejoice and Sing. Mission Praise. Praise. These are all the books that the Anglicans would use. And my priest, Father Stephen, in St. Fursey's, he was an Anglican before he left Anglicanism to become an Orthodox priest. So he would know a lot about Anglicanism. I don't know who this is on this window here. Looks amazing. There's another window here. I believe this must be the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And they took down Christ's body. I believe this is Jesus Christ carrying his cross. Christ carrying his cross that you can see on that. And we have here another little window. Christ before he was crucified on that window. Christ being nailed to the cross, you can see there on that window. So I think that is probably everything I can show you. And here we have another little room. I guess the Anglicans would use this for prayer or Sunday school. But apart from that, I think that is everything. So this is the Church of St. Mary Magdalene. So, God bless you all, folks. We've come to the end of the Paschal cycle in Orthodoxy. And Thursday we celebrate the Ascension of Christ. So, God bless you all. Thanks for watching. Look what I forgot to show you. Look at this. Another stained glass window in the Church of St. Mary Magdalene. And also, they have an icon. Look at that, an Orthodox icon. That is St. Mary Magdalene. Lovely Orthodox icon there, St. Mary Magdalene. So even the Anglicans here appreciate our holy icons. So, yeah. See up there, you got a stained glass letter there. A, the letter A. Letter up there as well. So, see up there the organ. Hey folks, back for another video. I forgot to show you these wooden carvings here. So this is the Church of Mary Magdalene, Anglican Church of England. Look at the carving there. Really fascinating, the carving. So another little figure there. Wooden carving there. What do we have here? We have a shield on here, so I'm not sure what that is supposed to be. So yeah, these are the wooden pews. I'm just gonna. Another wooden figure here. One thing, the last little thing to show you before I finish filming in this church is the cross. Because up here we have the cross of Jesus Christ. Look at that, above the pulpit. Jesus Christ on the cross. So there you go. Christ on the cross. So there you go, folks. I'll probably just show you the outside of the church now. So, yeah. One other thing I haven't shown you actually is we have here another cross. Look at that, another cross there. Modern art, I suppose that is supposed to be. I don't know who that is on the cross. Is that one of the thieves on the cross? Probably I'll leave in a minute because I don't know if they want to lock the church. But yeah, hope you're enjoying this video. Giving you a good old grand tour of this church, named after St. Mary Magdalene. Here we have the parish office. Whoa, better. I look on this window actually before I walk away. Holy Communion cup on that window. So yeah, I gotta leave now because I gotta go home and have some lunch because I've just finished work. As I'm filming this, I happened to stumble across this church. Prayer journal you've got here. All these books up here. Yeah. I'm going to leave the building now because I'm going to have some food. But now I can just show you the church building from the outside, just to end the video. So here we go, we've now come to the outside of the church. I'll spin around to show you it. There you go, church named after St. Mary Magdalene. And there's a sign here. I'll show you the little sign for it. There we go, look. Church of England, named after St. Mary Magdalene with St. James. They do Sunday Eucharist, Parish Eucharist 9 AM, morning prayer, weekdays except Wednesdays 9 AM, midweek Eucharist, Wednesday 10 AM. Priest in charge is Carol Pritchard. Because I'm Orthodox, I would not recommend you come here. Join an Orthodox church. Because let me tell you something, that these people who have women priests have rebelled against the Apostle Paul. The Apostle Paul said in 1 Timothy 2, I do not permit a woman to teach and have authority. And then Paul names this reason because of Adam was easily deceived by the devil. So we believe in the Orthodox Church that men should be priests, men should be bishops. We do not believe in feminism and egalitarianism like the Anglicans. But I do believe the Anglicans probably preach the gospel, and there are still some good Christians who may be Anglican, and I will not pass judgment on their soul. But yeah. So anyway, folks, that's all for now. Thanks for watching this video. That was the Church of St. Mary Magdalene, the Church of England. God bless you all. Bye bye for now.